Well, there she is, guys. Mighty JEEP Wrangler. And that's what she looked like when we first bought it. This must have been about the first week, I think. Good truck. Really enjoyed that truck, but we have said goodbye to our Jeep. About 6 years we owned it. Pretty good. So basically this video is just a bit of a look at what we did to the Jeep along the way. A bit of nostalgia, a bit of reminiscing on the places we went. And a lot of places around New Zealand, of course. South Island. You'll see some of it in the videos as we go. There's some great scenery coming up, some good adventures. And of course, any of these clips that you see, the scenery or things, they're all from some of our past videos. But like this one here, this is one of the first ones in the Jeep. This was up Rapiro, Potu Way. So it was probably not long after we bought the Jeep, I think. But good trucks. They're really very, very capable vehicle. Good at pulling other people out too. This guy actually came and found us in the dunes. He got stuck and needed a hand. But yeah, she was a good truck. Enjoyed that. I'd have another Jeep Wrangler any day. Hey, there may be one in our future. This here was up in the Woodhill 4x4 park. So if you haven't got yourself to the 4x4 park here up in Auckland, well worth it. Great place. Many a challenge. The old Jeep with its coarse springs all around. Like most coarse sprung vehicles, they're pretty unstoppable, really. You get the wheels moving, the articulation happening. Now this is the same place, of course. This is the night one that was up there. On that particular occasion, we ended up winching another Jeep out. Actually, of one decent sized bog hole got stuck in. But yeah, another good vehicle, good all round vehicle. The old JKs, the 4 doors. You get a lot of gear in them, eh? Quite a lot. You had your roof rack and all the rest, away you go. So this here is a place where not many of you would have been. It's a one-way in and one-way out. There's a big forest around it, but unfortunately you can't get through there anymore. Many years ago we used to be able to get through the forest. Now this is right up the back of Dargaville. So great space to camp for the night by the river. All legal, it's public land. And many of you recognise this track from our latest trip up to Potu and Rapiro Beach. Same track has been there for years and years and years. Beautiful white sands up there. This one here is heading down through Mahuta Gap. Many people have come through Mahuta Gap. A couple of years ago there it was all blocked off after the storms. Loads of water coming through, knocked a whole lot of trees out and things. Yeah, you'll see a lot of scenery through here of all the places we've been. Now this is back to our old, close to home stomping grounds. Wilson's Road heads out to Muriwai Beach, where you'll see a lot of my little fishing trips and things. Of course the landscape's changed now, all the forestry's been milled, so she's just a big open sandscape now. Still worth going though. She's a beautiful track. The part around the lake is still there, none of that's been done, so it's beautifully scenic around the lake, and then you come out through this piece here over the dune and you're up onto the beach. It's a great track. Go and have a go at it. It's short, but it's a good way to get up to the top end of Muriwai Beach and then head down when the tide's out and come out at Muriwai Township. It's quite a long drive down the beach too, you'll find. And this will be the creek at the township end. Fresh water coming out, but of course you are still in the salty sand, but she's a bit of a car wash on your way home. This one here, this is on the way to Thompson Track. Oh, and then of course we're in the desert road. Look at that. So this would be Taquino, the track that goes all up the mountain. Now this was summertime, this particular trip, so it was stunning weather, beautiful day. Of course we've done this in winter as well, several times. Definitely one to put on your list, guys. If you hit it on a clear day, you will get amazing views. You generally get some snow up the top there, so you can get your fill of snow if you're a North Islander and you haven't had the experiences down south. Quite a dusty track, but that's alright. So yeah, the Jeep went a lot of places, eh? Handled these bumps well too, you know, the coil springs and everything, just, you know, you can see the wheels just hammering up and down over those rocks, which was a pretty smooth ride. So we fitted a lot of accessories to the Jeep actually. One thing, you can buy just about anything off the shelf for a Jeep. All those accessories, there's many manufacturers, because being from the United States, you can just fit anything you want for it. So, you know, from interior to all your cargo things, all the rest. Steps for outside that come off your door hinges so you can get up on your roof, all that sort of stuff. It just goes on and on and on. And replace fascia panels on the insides with switch panels, and cubby holes, all the rest. So this was up the same sort of area in the desert road there. Another one of these tracks that we get to that gives us a bit of elevation. Lots of that tussock sort of grass down there, eh? As you'll see, many of our videos, the Ranger and plenty of other people, we head down the desert road. This is the Waipakihi River. Many people have crossed this river, and this is shallow. This was a summertime one. This was like it was the end of February, March one year. You get the perfect little bow wave coming across there. It's nice and steady, does it? You know. But yeah, it was quite shallow. It's a beautiful river. There's been a lot of people who've got stuck in the middle of that river when it's the wrong time of year. As of late, the river has definitely got a lot deeper. But look at it, I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? So, one of the videos I did have my trout license. We were fishing for trout, we could see them, they were chasing the lures. Real good time, but I didn't land one. But hey, the enjoyment of just actually sitting there in the deep part of the water there and watching them come out of the shallows and chase your lures is pretty damn cool. So the other side of the river here is where a lot of people camp. I've camped down there several times and with a few of the guys that come with us. There we go, we're heading back across again. You would have seen this river by now on YouTube many a time. The place has really taken off. It was almost closed down a few years back, but luckily we managed to keep access.
Does it, and then out over this track here.
Climbing on out. There's quite a lot of tracks around that area. Some of them got some real good ruts and articulation. Some great spots to get into. All these little scenes you're seeing here are from many different parts. This is actually going down to the Waipakihi. We came down one year. This guy decided to take his Toyota station wagon down there. Not very successfully. So, and I know you're all sitting there looking at that rope going, God, he's towing off the bloody tow ball, but no. I did not tow off the tow ball. I managed to get a good soft shackle right around his tow bar itself underneath, and then slowly winch him out so we could get him turned around so we could head back up again. So, I've seen a few others over the time too that sort of get a bit unstuck. This is the other side of the river coming back up. Beautiful bit of native forest through there. The river's on the left side of us there. here you can head up over the plateau itself and start to get your awesome mountain views. Now this is up on the top plateau, you start to see the mountains in the background. Quite a vast array of scenery actually, from your trees to your low-lying scrub. Off to the right there you can't see it, but there's probably a 200 metre drop down into the main river. This is getting up high onto the actual plateau itself here. And this bit is actually another area down the desert road further, completely different area. There's plenty of places you can get into legally. It does pay to have a look at your maps and consult a few bits and pieces before you go though, just to make sure. Now this is a completely different area. This is the 42 Traverse. Now this was back in the day before the big slip came and split the track in two. So this particular trip, I think it was only about 4 hours, and drove from one end to the other all the way through. She's been quite an easy track for many years now too. Beautiful scenery. Pretty dry when I did it. You can imagine the colour of the ground there should be pretty different in the wet.
The track's getting more interesting, it's good. Plenty of articulation going on. Haven't released the front sway bar or anything yet, but probably won't need to. Might make it a bit more comfortable, but we'll see how it goes.
There's a lot of up and down, a lot of through little rivers and creeks. Bit of a bump there.
Signal lost.
Definitely out in the middle of nowhere there. This is probably 2/3 of the way through the track maybe. But if you haven't done it, go do it. You can still go in and turn around and come back out. It makes it a lot longer trip in some ways. There's another part here, same area. You get that pinky purpley glow of all the heather. What amazing colour in the landscape. Didn't camp there, thought I'd come back and camp one day, but haven't yet. I'm sure I'll manage to get there eventually. That'd be a good one to camp in the snow actually. Nice big flat area, imagine that in the snow. Fantastic. One of the campsites we used to go to. Plenty of room in the Jeep for all the gear. Plenty of room. Managed to have the back kitted out with fridge slide, all the rest. All the bits and pieces. In fact, we took all those bits and pieces down here. This is old Le Bon's track down south. So we redid that end of last year in the Ranger. So you got a choice of videos there. You can watch me do it in the Jeep, or you can watch me do it in the Ranger, or both. The track very, very much the same, just the ruts are a bit deeper, a bit wider in places. Again, another one of those tracks that's a lot more well used these days. So there you go, Banks Peninsula, the Akaroa Harbour. Absolutely stunning scenery as you climb that hill. Definitely one to put on your list, guys. Knock this one off. It's a bloody good track. This will be the Rainbow Road. Through sort of Molesworth and up through the Rainbow. And from there we headed into Blenheim and managed to camp for a few days there as well. More stunning scenery. Epic scenery actually. Some vast big views. Plenty of places to stop down by the river. That's when we used to tow the old camper trailer all the way down south. This is the track to Lake Tennyson. Got the Southern Alps in the background there. Another trip you would have seen in the Ranger late last year. Managed to drive right down into the Southern Alps. This will be back down just before we get into Springs as well. Must have been on the way, I think, yeah. But yeah, loaded up the dogs, the family. Beautiful colour that Jeep, she was really nice colour. There's the old camper trailer we had. Old Aussie camper trailer. Well, the tent was my trailer, of course, which I've had forever and we built many years ago. We sold that and got a rooftop tent on that trailer now. So that's about it, guys. There's our Jeep. We had to say goodbye to the Jeep and end of an era there. Thanks for watching. All you Jeep fans, I'm afraid it's all about the Ranger now, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Cheers, guys.